So if you saw the title, you're gonna see that I am trying to talk about what Andrei Terbea has said. And is James Charles a snake? Ultimately, I would say no, but let's go over some of the evidence that Andrei gives us and just what we can find out.
And for some time, Tati has had these pills that she sells under her own brand called Halo Beauty. Now, when you think about YouTubers and merch and products, vitamin pills are not quite at the top of the list of things to make a profit off of, which shows that she wanted to innovate and put something good out there rather than copy an established model just for profit. And James Charles, as a good supportive friend, has been taking Tati's vitamins himself, showing his friendly support and public endorsement towards her brand.
So one of the first things we see is James Charles actually supports his friend for the most part. I don't know if he gets paid or if he gets any kind of compensation for it, but that doesn't really matter. At this point, he does a really good job supporting her. And yeah, there's going to be cuts here and there, because I'm only looking at relevant parts to why people are mad at James Charles and calling him a snake. Which from the looks of it, which I'm going to go about later, he is not.
Everyone riled up against him for this Instagram post over here where he promoted Tati's direct competitor, Sugar Bear Hair Care or something like that.
I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety recently, and it always comes late at night when I'm laying in bed thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking these 30 minutes before bed, and they've been really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
So currently it just looks like James is promoting a sleep vitamin rather than whatever Tati is pushing, which is Halo Beauty, a hair, skin, nail booster, while James's thing is Sugar Bear Sleep, which is different from anything that has to do with Tati's product. I'll link it down below, but they have nothing to do with each other and really are not competitors in this aspect. Now the blue one, that's a different story, but again, they're different products. A pill, which is Tati's, versus a gummy bear, which is Sleep Bear's, Sugar Bear. There really isn't a problem here. It just seems like manufactured outrage, which is possibly what this could be. But let's continue.
Soon afterwards, Tati took to Instagram herself to express her disappointment.
I feel really used, and that's the bad part of Hollywood. Everybody says what they need to say and uses who they need to use to get ahead, and I have had about enough.
Her video is much longer, but to sum it up, she's talking about how you can't rely on anyone in this industry and, without dropping any names, hinted that this was all about James Charles.
Which she is right, Hollywood does suck, people do suck. But in this case, I don't know anything about James Charles. He could be a snake. But given the evidence of what we are seeing, and we will see, just looking at this, he's not a snake. He could he could be a snake, but not because of this.
Which was quickly confirmed when James himself posted a written apology to his Instagram story where he says he didn't take any money for promoting the honey boo boo pills or whatever they're called.
So I am going to read this, and this is part of the proof as to why Andrei and Tati might actually be wrong. So let's read it. I want to publicly apologize to my close friend Tati. She has been like a mother to me since my first days in this industry and has given me more love, support, resources, and advice than I could ever ask for. This weekend I did an Instagram story for sleep vitamins I have been taking because the brand helped me with security when the crowd around me at Coachella became unsafe. I did not accept any money for the post. As most of you know, Tati has a vitamin brand which I take on a daily basis, but in the moment, I did not think about the competition, which was a major oversight. I've supported Tati both online and off, like she has done for me, and I'm devastated that I hurt someone that I truly love and have endless respect for her. This is something that Andrei just glosses over. He did not look through that magnifying glass enough. But I'll show you why in a minute.
But if we take our magnifying glass and look closely, we can see a hashtag ad in the corner of his video. Now, you wouldn't be explicitly promoting a product like that if you weren't paid, would you? You wouldn't be doing a swipe up call to action if you weren't paid, would you? You wouldn't be saying hashtag ad if you weren't paid, would you? Your Honor, I rest my case.
You see, the problem is, he never said he wasn't paid. This is something we need to think about more. That you can be paid without money. So if we look back, he says he did not receive money. Not that he wasn't paid, there's a huge difference. He might not have gotten money, but that doesn't mean he wasn't paid. But you're putting words in his mouth. So what did he get paid with? Well, from his own words, not money, but security. At worst, James got paid for protection. It is not monetary. He did not receive money from it. Which is exactly what he said. I did not accept any money for the post. And this weekend, I did an Instagram story for sleep vitamins I have been taking, because the brand helped me with security when the crowd around me at Coachella became unsafe. At worst, the bear company, Sugar Bear, paid for him to get security, or they gave him security as payment. And that is worst case scenario. The best case scenario is they saw that he was in trouble, so they helped him. And to thank them, what he did was do an advertisement. And at the time, it didn't seem like that was in any cahoots against Tati. And it seems like he did not think of it at the time. That does not make him a snake. And then we can talk about what advertisements actually are. Advertise. To make public announcement of, especially to proclaim the qualities or advantages of, so as to increase sales. To make known, to call attention to, or to warn or notify. So, an advertisement is just that, to notify or to make known. To tell you something, I have done many advertisements just in this video. Which to say is Sugar Bear, Tatiana's Halo, Tatiana, James, and Andrei. I have advertised them all without advertising them. I am not being paid by any of them. If you've ever watched America's Funniest Home Videos, they blur out a lot of logos and other things so they do not advertise, give free advertisements. But that has come up. So Andrei, your case is crap. So unless he can prove that he got money from it, this is looking bad for your case. At most, he got paid by with security. At worst, you can get non-monetary payments, like Jaden Animation has done, and some other animators. If you can get sponsored. If someone gives you a product to talk about online, they have paid you, technically, but not with money, with an item. I will give you an item for free if you talk about it. That is technically payment, but it is not money. At most, he is grateful that the Sugar Bear company helped them not get hurt. So in this aspect, he is not a snake.
Look, to be clear, I don't think he intended to betray Tati. It's like one of those gangster movies. It's just business. But if you're gonna take the money, you have to own it. You can't act like you weren't paid in some form or another, because...
But again, he never said that. He was paid with security, not with money. He didn't act like he didn't get paid at all. He specifically said that he did this because of security, for their help. So you're attributing malice to nothing, at most stupidity.
Otherwise, you just look silly. Even Jeffree Star cryptically tweeted out, "The truth always tastes better than a lie." Teacup emoji. And it seemed like that was his way of saying, James, you done goofed. So
screw Jeffree Star. I don't even know who the hell all these people are. All I saw was your video, and I just had to do this rebuttal. I don't know who any of these people are. I've even stumbled on the names, and it took me about a minute to remember what I was talking about with Tati, or who her name was. I don't know these people, and I don't care about them. But we seem to be getting mad at people for no reason, for aggression that does not exist.
So, to conclude this whole story, I actually think both James and Tati are kind of in the wrong here.
We can only prove that Tati was the one that is wrong, and also Jeffree Star, and the people that are mad at James Charles for some reason. I mean, yeah, James could be a snake, but that is not the case.
Maybe it was wrong of James to promote his friend's competitor, but at the same time I also think that unless he had an exclusive agreement with Tati, he's free to do business with whomever he wants. So it's kind of a gray area. I don't know who's right and who's wrong.
It's not a gray area. I don't know what color we want to use. But the facts say that James Charles did nothing wrong. He didn't even do anything morally wrong. He's been supporting his friend, it looks like, throughout her whole career. Again, I don't know these people. And he technically, James could be lying about being sorry about it. And about hurting her feelings. But currently, that is not the issue here. He didn't do anything morally wrong. He didn't do anything illegal either. Heck, he could even tell us tomorrow that, yeah, I got paid with money, and I lied about everything. But currently, with the evidence that we have, that is not the case. And we really cannot conclude that James did anything wrong. Tati, on the other hand...
Curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Was James Charles being shady, or was Tati being maybe a little too dramatic?
Yeah, I'm going to post this inside of this comment section. Because it seems like Tati is being way over dramatic. And harmful just generally.
Oh, and in the meantime, James Charles also announced his tour, and a VIP ticket apparently costs $500. So, it looks like he's just jumping from controversy to controversy. But that's a whole different topic.
He can charge whatever he wants. I mean, just the general admission is $2.50. But the sister VIP is pre-show private catered hangout Q&A with James, post-show meet and greet photo with James, goodie bag filled with James's favorites valued at $250 plus. Wow, that's a lot of money. Half of your VIP is going to getting you shit. That's things. Chance to be brought on stage for interactive segments and chance to get their eye makeup done by James. That is a lot of money already. Front row seating and first access to merchandise. A lot of that is well worth the $500. And just VIP plus post-show meet and greet, goodie bag for $100. Chance to be brought up on stage, preferred venue, behind sister VIPs, preferred access to merchandise after sister, autographed exclusive tour poster. he can charge whatever he wants for these. These are not bad prices. If someone can make you pay $100 for something that only costs them like $10 to do, you know, he has to make money. He's not being a snake here. He's being a businessman. You can just not do that. Oh, and sorry, I just looked at the general admission. It's $52. Okay. To me, that's exorbitant, but I would not go even if it was $10. If you don't like it, just don't go. Do not support him. But this should not be controversial. This is just like saying you charge too much for your art. I mean, yeah, they probably do, but that's up to them, and you're not an evil person, nor are you a snake, nor controversial for it. But yeah, I just cut it off early because there's really nothing else to the segment. And trust me, I still like Andrei, and I'm still gonna watch his content. I just think he really dropped the ball on this one. Trying to do detective work, and he couldn't do the basic essentials of even looking at his own evidence. I'm not going to scour the internet for this crap, because that's all this is, just petty bullshit. The cancel culture that we are still going through. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, and see you in my next video. I'm probably not going to do much of these political rants. I have a channel dedicated to that, which I'm not going to show it. Bye.